day, everyone. In this presentation, we will discuss one of Stephen Krashen's most influential ideas in second language acquisition, the natural order hypothesis. This theory explains how learners acquire grammatical structures in a predictable sequence, regardless of their age, background, or learning style. For our objective, at the end of the lesson, students will be able to explain the natural order hypothesis, identify evidence from Dulai and Bort study, and apply the concept by explaining why learners make predictable grammar errors. So what is natural order hypothesis? So this hypothesis was proposed by Stephen Krashen, a well-known linguist, as part of his monitor model of second language acquisition. According to the natural order hypothesis, language learners acquire the rules of grammar in a predictable and natural sequence. This means that some grammatical structures are learned earlier while other comes later, no matter how or when they are taught in class. For example, learners might naturally understand how to use plural forms like dogs or cats before mastering more complex structures like in the third person singular, as in he runs. The key idea here is that grammar cannot be fully controlled by direct teaching. There is a natural order that every learner follows. As teachers or future educators, understanding this help us design lessons that align with how students truly acquire language rather than forcing them to learn structures they are not yet ready for.
Let's proceed to the key points of the natural order hypothesis. First, the language learning follows a natural sequence. This means that certain grammatical structures are acquired before others in a predictable order. The next one, the order is similar across learners. Despite individuals' differences in learning styles or background, most learners tend to acquire grammatical features in roughly the same sequence. And the last one is the direct grammatical teaching does not change the order. While explicit instructions can be beneficial, it doesn't alter the fundamental sequence in which learners naturally acquire grammatical structures. To sum up, this natural order hypothesis suggests that language acquisition is guided by an internal process that follows a predictable path, regardless of external factors like teaching methods. This slide shows proof supporting the natural order hypothesis. According to research by Dulai and Bort 1974, learners tend to acquire certain parts of grammar in a predictable order. For example, English learners usually learn the ing form like playing, running, before learning the plural s or past tense ed. Even if teachers teach grammar in a different order, students still follow their own natural sequence of learning. This means that grammar accuracy improves gradually and naturally, not necessarily based on order in which rules are taught, but in order that human brain is ready to acquire them.
So now let's proceed to the implications for teaching. So number 1, focus on communication and not memorization. So the natural order hypothesis says grammar rules are acquired in a predictable sequence, not just because they are taught. Focusing on real communication gives students more chances to use language naturally, which speeds up acquisition. If we focus only on drills, students may memorize rules but not use them in real-life situations. Like for example, instead of repeating she walks, he walks, it walks, have students talk about their classmates' daily routines, like Maria walks to school, John plays basketball. So with that, students practice their communication skills. So next is number 2. It provides meaningful and comprehensible input. It gives students input they can understand, like stories, conversations, or visuals. Krashen says Learners acquire language best when they understand what they hear or read. So meaningful input helps the brain notice grammar patterns naturally. So when students see or hear language in context, they pick up the correct forms even without formal grammar explanations. Like for examples, she wakes up, she eats breakfast, she walks to school. Students hear the S pattern repeatedly and will start using it correctly. And third, allow language growth. Don't force grammar too early. Let learners progress naturally. So forcing grammar too early can frustrate students because they might not be ready to use it yet. So trusting the natural order lets students build confidence and avoid fear of making mistakes. So over time, with enough input, accuracy will come naturally. So for example, if a student says, "She walked to school," the teacher can model the correct form naturally. Yes, she walks to school every day. So this gives input without shaming or interrupting communication. So in conclusion, language is learned in a natural order. Students do not need to memorize grammar rules in sequence. Teachers should focus on giving clear and meaningful input because language skill will develop step by step naturally. And that will be all. Thank you for listening.